Hello everybody, my name is Alan, I'm from Saber Lab and today will be another video about HestiaCp. In this video we're gonna show how you can configure your email server and how you can configure all the DNS record for them. You can send an email or you can receive the same email or another email that you want. Remember, if you don't know what HestiaCp, please look the video in description where I explain how you can install and how you can configure this application. But anyway, only resume, this HestiaCp will be an option that you can control or manage all your websites. Similar for AA panel or cyber panel, which you can have different users and different websites with some pre-installed application as WordPress and others, so you don't need to spend so much time. And also in this video we're gonna show specifically how you can configure your email. In this way you can have your WordPress or your website, also your personal email that according your needs. So if you like this idea and want to learn a little bit more about it, we're gonna show in this video. But first of all, don't forget to leave your like, consider subscribe for the channel if you're not subscribed, and let's understand a little bit more about it. Before we start to explain how you can do this installation, let's put it clear. HestiaCp is not only an option that you can have, but is the one that works really well with ARM system. And you're gonna ask why ARM system? It's because this instance or this virtual machine is running in Oracle Cloud, and Oracle Cloud give for free 4 vCores or 4 CPUs what operate in an ARM system. And this ARM system limitate some applications. I cannot install CyberPanel, I can install others applications. This reason that I'm using HestiaCp. And in HestiaCp, if we come here in this panel, this is the basic panel for this application. You can have your admin and different users. What I suggest you is never use the admin as your own user, because this one you put yourself in risk. So create different users. If you wanted to define what permissions, how much websites or everything that each user can do, it's simple. If you come here in packaging, they have an explanation. If I come here and put add a packaging, I can add a different packaging, so I can put user. And here I can limitate how much data, how much space they can use. Suppose that I have 10 gigabytes or 100 gigabytes capacity, and I want to limit that each user can have maximum of 1 gigabyte. So here I can leave 1 gigabyte, or maybe I want to make it smaller, I want to make 50 megabytes. The same thing for the internet. If I want that they limited how much traffic this user can access or how much traffic they can create, so I can limit it. Suppose that I have 1 gigabyte internet and I want that each user use maximum 50 megabytes of data traffic. Also can define how many backups that I have, how many websites that I have, what kind of application that you're gonna use, if they have PHP and other things. So what else I can do? Let's return here and let's return here. So now I can access my user. Once that I access my user, I can connect it, typing user password, or I can only select it. Here my user, I will create my email. I have 2 options to do. I can come here and create my email domain or create a website. Suppose that I want to create a website as well. So I'll put add a web domain, and here I will use my website called saberlab.com. And here will be the IP address, exactly the same. And here I can put create DNS and enable email domains. Once that has been created successful this email, you're gonna see the domains that you have. And here in domains, I can have my website called Saberlab. If I open this domain, I can create my SS certification using Let's Encrypt, or if I want to have some specific SSL certification or codes, I can use here, but I will not create because I want only to create my email address. Other thing that I can do, I can come here in Quick Launch Apps. I can install directly my Forum, that will be my forum. I can install Nextcloud, I can install WordPress, I can install all those applications, and all those applications, it's simple, only click setup and they will set up for you. But it's not the topic for this video. Let's come back here and put my email address. Here my email address, if I click my email address and put edit email address, here I can do all the configuration. What's important for me? Let's go back here and configure my DNS. First thing, configure your DNS before anything. So I'll put DNS records, and here will be all the records that I need to add for my DNS. So what records that I need to do? I need to create a that will be a directly mail.sauberlab.com, that will be directly for this IP address. The same thing for webmail.sauberlab.com, that will be directly for this one. The other important things will be the AMX, that will be mail. So all the time that they receive an email from this specific host, they will look for this IP address and will send for Sauberlab. Other thing here is the priority. What means this priority? It means that priority 10 lowest numbers, it's high priority than biggest numbers. So if you have 2-3 applications or 2-3 things that is priority 10, 12, 15, let's say, they will give first preference the lowest numbers, and that after they go for the big numbers. Other thing then will be all the TXT. All those TXT will be the configuration or the information that you will look. So once that you send the email, they will look for your TXT, that will be your IP address, your information for the Mac quarantines, your code, and any other key that you could have. This is really important to guarantee that the person that received the mail really received the mail, don't go to spam and don't go for any place else. Also, if someone send an email for you, you're going to receive it. If you don't configure those TXTs right, they will not work. So what we can do, we can open our Cloudflare and configure all those information. Once configure this information, you put your email. Don't put proxy for your email, otherwise it will not work. You need to be directly website. Other thing, we added the MX, TX, and other things. Once that everything's configured properly, so now you have your email address or your DNS configured. Other thing that you need to configure is some ports that you need, but we're gonna show what ports that you need to configure in a second. First, let's create our certification SSL in order to be able to access it. So if I come here and put here and click again and put edit mail domain, here it's our webmail client. If I select disable, I will not be able to external access this webmail.sauberlab.com, only using the POP3 or other protocol that you want. If you want to be able to access through the web page, don't forget to leave this webmail activate. So we'll activate it. I can select the cache, doesn't matter. I will select the rate. If I put too high rate, it means that they can send a lot of mails per hour and could potentially be detected as spam. 200 per account per hour, it seems alright. If you need to send much more than it, you can modify, but remember, if you start to send too much mail for too much people, they will identify it as a spam, so don't do it. Other thing, you can select to reject the spam. The same thing, you don't want to send a spam and you don't want to receive a spam. And here will be our certification. This certification is really important to be created for you can access externally. So let's enable certification, and I can put use Let's Encrypt. If I don't want to use Let's Encrypt and I have my keys, it's here, but I suggest you to use Let's Encrypt because it's saved, it's easy, and I will put save. This stage will take a little bit longer because they will look for our Let's Encrypt key, will generate all the certification, so let's wait until this finish. If you add properly all your DNS, now they will appear this information. What it means that your domain is this one, your alias, and all the information, how long it's valid, the certification. Don't worry, the certification will be updated automatically, so only thing that you need to know is that has been created. How we know that has been created? Let's access this webmail. If I access it, here will be able to access it. And this one will be your mail website. What now we can do? We can start to create different users. So we will come here and back, and I will click here and create an email account. What name of email account that I want? I want to put Alan. And here they already appear here. And here will be my password. Let's use this password and put save. So now I create my first account. If I come here and click, Here is my account. But remember that I told that you need to open some ports? Yes, it's important you have some of those ports open. What is really key? Port 25. If you don't have port 25 open, you're not going to be able to send any email externally. They will block it. You can have others application, but you need to have port 25 open. The other port for SMTP can be closed, but the 25 is really important to be open. Other thing, if you want to access POP3, you need to open those ports. And if you want to access the MAP, you need to have those open ports. So basically, if I come here in my Oracle Cloud, here it's my firewall policy. And here I have the port 443 and port 8, what will be defined by the HTTP and HTTPS protocol, my HestiaCp, that's 883, and all those that will be my ports for the email. And here was another test that I was doing, so don't need to worry about it. What you need to do is these ones that are really important to have open, and this port 25 needed to be properly open, otherwise they will not work. So have everything in mind. We can come here and we can test if it's working. So I will come here, my email address, type here, and I will open my password. Here my password and put login. So now I have inside my email, I can come here, put compose, and send email here for Alan. I will put test123 and put test123 and send. So now I send and I receive, but I'm not convinced that I will receive. What you can do, you can check loop all the information for the email. In order to check, what I suggest you is do a spamless for email. What it means, you need to send an email for this one. Let's copy here, compose, and I will send for this one, put my name, my text that I want, and I will send it. Once that they send, if I come here and put, then check my score, they will check my score and tell what is wrong or what is going well. So I have a score of 5.9, and here it's all the information for score. What I suggest you to do is to have a look what is going on, and here as well what's going on. Other thing that I suggest you to check, it's your IP address. So I will come here, copy my IP address, and check my reputation. What they will say that this one or this specific IP address has been blocked. You can come here, show details, and they will say why it has been blocked or what is going wrong. If you come here, you can select this problem and try to clean it or remove the information. Of course, they will ask some verification, will check some information, but don't worry, they say here that it's a free system and they try to help. So I never try to do it because normally I check the IP address before I create my emails. But if you already create your email and you want to check the IP address, you can come here and try to update or make it clear. Also, you don't need to check only the IP address of yourself. You can check if this email address that you have or your host is already used for any bad thing. So if I come here, they will say no issue at all. So it means that your name has never been used, but the IP address for your machine has been used for spam. So you can always clean, or you can do it in the first place before you create your email address. So you can always check if your email address has been used before for anything. So guys, I hope that you like this video. In this way, you have a better understand how you can configure your email server using HestiaCp and how you can do this configuration and some basic checks. So if you like this video and think that was interesting, please don't forget to leave your like, consider subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, and see you next time. Bye.